people. How are you? So today I'm just coming to you in this evening just to show you how it looks when you're driving on the coastal routes and the countryside. So from here we are leaving Buxton, heading to Norwich. We won't get there, but probably we get to around Sleaford. Around there, we'll see. We have 2 hours to go. So let's just go together and let's get there. Thank you. All right, so it's going to be a long route, but it's a single carriage most of the time. A bit of motorway and a bit of dual carriage, and then mostly single carriage. So the idea is to try and offload this load in the morning around 7 tomorrow, if I can manage that. I have 9 hours of break. So I'm just moving, I'm not playing tonight. How are you doing? And it's a Thursday. We're trying to push and see how far we can go tonight, and then tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a brand new day, which looking forward to. Let's just talk what happened today. How was your day? Where were you? What's been going on? My day was fun actually. Good evening to you. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. We are going to Norwich tonight. Norwich. Good evening to you. Let's just go with me tonight, and then I'm going to drive for the next 2 hours. So just be with me for the time that you can. Just be of company. We're just going together, and we just see how far it goes. I have 2 hours to drive, but it's not difficult. We try to get there anyway. That's the plan. Tomorrow morning I should be there. Thank you. Good evening and welcome. Yours truly, the General. If you are first time on this channel, please just hit the subscribe button. Let's get to know each other. Let's talk. It's just been a hectic day, I know, for some, and for most. We tried and we're still trying. The idea is very simple. Let's just talk about anything and everything as we are on this night drive. Hitting all the peak places, the mountains, the valleys, the hills with you, and then you can see a bit of how it looks gloomy and a little bit brighter, because now we are heading to spring and winter coming, or winter going, which means summer and more light is coming. So it's beautiful. Good evening and welcome. It is the General. Tonight we're just heading to Norwich, which we will not get there tonight because it's far. I don't have enough time to get there. I'm left with 2 hours and 20 minutes to be precise, which I will drive with you through all these curves, the highlands, the lowlands, and please just hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't. It's beautiful, man, to know that there are people that are seeing all these places with me, and day by day you are my strength, and I thank you so much. So I will do a lot of talking actually today, because and I will tell you most about all these things that are happening, and then wherever I am. Like right now I'm just passing Peak Forest and I'm going to a place called Buxton towards Chesterfield, and then from there I'll take the motorway going up to a place called Worksop, and then I'll go down to Newark to Sleaford. So that's the plan today, basically. So let's hit it together, and then you will see some places I will be moving a little bit faster. It will depend on the terrain. If I'm moving faster, it simply means the terrain is flat and we are just hitting it down. If I get to be moving slow, it simply means the terrain does not allow me to be slow. Places I'll be hitting on the valleys and be hitting on the jungle where even the roads are not straight, so I have to slow down to be safe. Good evening and welcome to you all. It's a beautiful night drive today with the General. So I'm actually going to do these live streaming every night from Monday to Thursday. Good evening, you're welcome. If you haven't, please subscribe so that I will have people that I will always show places that I go every day. Like now, I'm heading to Norwich, the eastern side of a coastal country called the UK, where I'm coming from, the Midlands, in Derbyshire to be precise, and then crossing over Newark, Sleaford, King's Lynn, then get to Norwich. And then from there, I'll probably leave Norwich tomorrow morning after having offloaded via Cambridge. So it's just going to be beautiful, and please, let's be together on this one today. As much as you can, just be with me for as much as you can, and then we go forward. And it's going to be beautiful, I promise you. This route, I love it a lot, and it shows all the places that a driver experience, where experience comes in, where you get to have experience, where you learn a lot of stuff that you should know, and mostly probably you get to experience the difference between a motorway, a dual carriage, a single carriage, a farming land area, countryside, and all those places that and even the villages that I will be passing. So don't should I say, don't be annoyed if you see that I keep on talking. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining, please. Thank you. We are together in this. And this is live. You know, the good thing about a live streaming is that it's different from a video that I post and then you go to watch it later. This is in real time. The first time I'm watching and you are watching, and I'm seeing what you're seeing at the same time. So it's just beautiful. So good evening and welcome. Please just hit the subscribe button so that next time when I do this, you are covered. You are not left behind. So let's go together. We are hoping to get to as much as we can. So you will see that some of places I will be going deep like this one, and then some of the places I will be going up, but I am telling you, this is live together on the drive time with the General on Thursday the 14th. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. I like it. So let's just sit it together and then get somewhere together. Players from wherever you are, just tell me, where are you from, right? So that I know who's in the house, you know. Are you from Zim, from South Africa, from Ukraine, from Australia, from Canada, from the US, from the UK? From the UK, where are you? You see, from anywhere, just comment down below, and then please, let's share. Where are we right now? I am actually driving with you. It's called the drive time with the General in the evening around 1822. So today is just a show around of where I drive and how does it look like and how do I maneuver this vehicle, making sure that we are safe here and you are safe in your house, and wherever that you are, I make you safe through my driving this side. So it's just beautiful, man. You know, don't hesitate to just take make sure that you're on the couch, relax there, watch with me, let's go together. You know, this evening I'm very grateful to tell you that I'm grateful that you have honored the time and be here with me. as we go along. We will try and get as much as possible, because this journey actually is a 4-hour journey, but I have 2 hours left of my time, 2 hours drive time, and then 10 minutes to deliberate on where to find the safe place. And then if I can drive as much as possible, and if there's no traffic, it also means that I'll reach further. That's the plan. And thank you for coming, thank you for joining in, thank you for being on this live, and of all the places, of everything you could have done, you here with me. You give me courage, you give me strength, and thank you for that. So I can't stop thanking you for coming anyway. So let's talk about these places, and then we see what happens. We are still in the Peak District. It's called Peak District. So basically in this district, what happens mostly is there was a lot of limestone mining here. They do cement. That's the most products that they produce from this side: cement and lime. That's what they do, lime products and all that. And there's also a lot of sheep rearing. And this place is a very cold place, I tell you. From London up here to Birmingham, the temperatures are not so bad for people that live there. But once you go up to Stoke-on-Trent, going up to this area, Buxton, Peak, Baslow, Chesterfield, Sheffield, Huddersfield, towards going to Leeds, I tell you, you can experience and feel the difference. But then, as truckers, we hit the road anyway. We're not worried about it. So you will see that the weather, I mean, the clouds are trying to cover as much space as possible, and the night is coming very quick and fast. But we thank the idea of lighting that whoever invented and brought it to us, that when we are driving, we get to see what's happening. So that does not hinder us. So we are hitting it. We are just hitting it. So now I'm going to be in a small jungle, sort of. I'm hoping that my coverage won't be affected on that, because I would like you to experience such places that I drive, like this one, where I'm passing this cave towards into the jungle, where it is just always dark and all that, and problem with the coverage. So I'm hoping that it won't be as bad here, so that at least you see a bit of how it looks like. Those places that when you were young you wouldn't want to be alone. Right. So it's been hectic, and it's been because of the coverage I was talking about. That here, this place always is kinda a hiccup with network coverage, because it's deep in the jungle. On either sides it's mountains, so this is just sort of a valley, like with a stream on the side that you can't see now, because I will need to improve on my camera so that it will show all these places. But I think that will be sorted soon. We are a growing channel, and we are going to improve on everything, this aspect of lighting, the way we edit our videos. But I really, the reason why I don't really edit much on my videos, because I want them original. I'm trying to keep them raw as they should, so that whatever that happens. So this part of transportation. This is a bus that is actually running around this Peak District, from Buxton to all these places, Baslow, going down to Chesterfield and all the places. So you will notice that the bus stops are just on the road. The bus just stopped there and then put an indicator out to show that it's on a bus stop, and then I slow down. That's just about it. So it's another bus going up. So we are going some distance tonight, and we are going to cover some distance. We are going to cover some distance. I just felt like, you know what, it's much better to do a live at this time of the day when people are resting and people are just at home, and then they can get to see how does it look on the roads. Even though they drive there, how does it look on the roads when you are from the couch? You sit and we're watching, and you are not really involved in what's going on, so that you know what the plan. And so this guy stopped here. I think he's going to sleep for tonight. Maybe his time is up. I started a little bit later today. That's why I still have time to drive. I started around 7:30. I think it was 7:15 in the morning, of which some started around 4 or 5. So this is also an example of a village where the road is even small, and we pass through the village itself. just enough so that there is enough space for vehicles to pass one another. All right. So you can see we are negotiating to pass slowly so that we don't have to affect each other. Slowly, but safe and sure. Right. That's the plan. So this whole area is called Buxton. It extends down there to some almost 2-3 miles now from here, and we're going right. Please comment, like, share the live so that people can gather. It's an eventful night today because a lot is going to be shared, and it's a night that we're going to see a lot of stuff on the roads at night, where in most cases it's not possible. Actually, in the afternoon there's a lot of, the roads are busy and all that. There's a lot of going on, and you guys will also be working or other things to happening. So today let's just be together. Let's see what's going on. Drive with me, man. Don't be in a hurry to run away. Plus, drive with me. Just comment down there who actually attend to that not long from now. Once I stop, since I can't text, I can't do anything, I just have to drive and talk to you. And I'm very happy with you coming as my audience tonight, because it really makes sense when you're doing this with someone. And I feel like you are just here driving with me, which is beautiful. So let's get going together. So we're still in this village, and we're just passing by. There's a service garage on the side to service all these people around here. I think this place, it will accommodate, let's just say, 1,000 people, I think. Let's just put it that way. It is between mountains, and it's actually a beautiful place to stay. These places are very cheap to stay. People say that. Unlike big towns, that there's a lot of congestion, there's a lot of going on. So these places, mostly, I think the industry is based in Buxton and Chesterfield. Chesterfield is about, I think it's 7 miles from here, which is also very not far. There's a little bit of industries there, you see. So I'm hoping that this bus will stop somewhere so that I show you what I mean when I say the bus just stop on the road, and then people get off and on. I'm just hoping it will stop somewhere soon, so that whilst you're still here with me, you can see what I'm talking about. So we are still in Buxton, actually. We are hoping to pass to Chesterfield not long from now, and we see more about what's going on there. So on my drive time, I'm left with 2 hours, which I see on my tachograph on top of me inside here, which I can't show at the moment, but I will show you. I think on my videos I did talk about the tachograph. So if you go on my videos, you will check that there is tachograph being spoken about, and it's just the ATM card for drive time. That's how I call it. It is the one that determines how many hours left, how much I've used in a day. But then this one, the good thing about this one is that in every week, the air time is given, lots of it, and I don't have to work for it to get that, like I do for my wallet. So the drive time wallet is always recharged on every morning, and I use it the way I want it, as long as within the law. So you see now, after that small village, we come now to a mini jungle, right? And then we come to a village now. You will see a village just now. That's how it is. Please press subscribe if you haven't, and please like the live so that people can know that there's this life happening, and then they can also come experience what I'm experiencing here. I wouldn't want to be stingy with this kind of information and places to show you. So let's just be together. So another thing that we talk about is that on every village, you will realize that we come back to we come back to speed limit, which is 30 miles per hour, which is narrated as 50 kilometers per hour when you're passing the village, and then it goes up depending on where you are. But the maximum for single carriage, it goes to 50. All right. So this is another village. We're still in Buxton, actually, in the Peak District, near Chesterfield, not far from Sheffield, and not very far from Buxton itself. So that's how what is happening. And then there's also a place called Beckwell. It's just nearby here. When you're going towards Derby or Derby, I don't know how you pronounce it. That's just what is happening right now. So I would assume that this guy is parked here. Mainly the reason maybe he came to deliver or it's just on break so that he can quickly be on his way again. So in terms of breaks, we are supposed to take a 45-minute break for every 4.5 hours driven in within 6 hours of work time. So that's how it is. So now it's around about this one. I have to wait for this one to pass. Let's get going. Right, thank you very much. Off we go. So this is how it looks basically at night where I drive, in places that I drive the most. Like this route, I drive it a lot. Like today, I actually went to Nottingham using this route again. So I'm on 30 miles per hour now, just what's happening. And as we drive along. Please, if you feel like there's something that you want to know as we are discussing on this night drive, actually anything that you feel like you want to talk about. On a night drive, we don't restrict, I don't restrict my audience or confine them, or should I say, I don't tell them what is the subject mostly. It's just a night drive together. So you can talk about anything. You can ask me where I am. You can ask me how many hours I must rest, or anything that you feel like talking about. But on the night drive, on a Thursday. So we are actually on our way to destination is Norwich, but then it will depend on where we can sleep and where we can end and what's going on. That's the thing tonight, which basically means we are not able to get there because of the drive time left. I don't have much time left now. Just comment down below. Just hit subscribe, and that just get me together, please. For those that are coming, and that one, the people that are around, please, thank you for coming. It is with you, yours truly, the General, on a drive time on Thursday, where I'm hitting from Buxton towards Norwich, where I will sleep possibly around Sleaford, if I manage to do that. But the idea basically is to get as much as possible, because I can't get to Norwich tonight. It's far. It's a total distance of 175 miles. That requires 4 hours because of a lot of single carriages that restricts my speed. But with all that being said, thank you for coming. Thank you on the night drive. You will see a lot of jungles, a lot of no houses, a lot of no lights, because actually this route takes. So let's get going together, and then we see what happens. So you realize that in most of the places that I'm passing today, they look beautiful, because the night lights and the shining of them it's just majestic, it's magnificent. It's so beautiful, and I don't want to lie and say anything besides to say that I like to drive at night. It shows so very good, beautiful visuals. There's a video that is coming that I actually took from North Wales yesterday and this morning, where I drove. I tell you, that place, I loved it. I loved it. North Wales, the tunnels, the channels, underwater tunnels, the caves, and driving along the sea in North Wales. I'm going to send those videos. I will upload them tomorrow morning or tonight if I still can manage, but I think I'll be late. I'll be tired when we get to rest. So we'll see what happens. Good evening to you. If you just come in joining us, please, thank you very much. If it is your first time, please hit the subscribe button, and then just like the live and share it to other people who would like to experience this kind of times when we are driving at night, and along the bushes, the jungles, the valleys, the crossroads, the countrysides, and the dual carriages along, using the motorways at the same time. So it's just a mix of experiences whilst we drive at night. That's how it is. Look at the view as we go along, where it shows nothing but just the black tarmac and a little bit of strips in between, and nothing much on the sides, like you are blinkered. It's just crazy, man. I love it. I love it. So tonight is the drive time. It's drive time with the General. basically I'm going to label this night driving as the night driving, or just suggest a name that you think I should use for the drive times that I do at night. Just suggest and write it down in the comments so that we'll use it. We'll deliberate on it. Which one is it, good or bad? What do you think? We just type it there and then you pin it so that whoever comes, when I explain what you're talking about, they will see the message quickly. Please just type it down there. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. If you're joining us, we are on the drive time with the general, but I was still deliberating on the name to call them these drive times that I do at night around this time, every Monday to Thursday. So we just want to deliberate on that. I think that's the topic of the day, the drive time with the channel. But we still want to know what name can we put. Just type it there at the bottom so that we know, and then pin it up so that whoever comes, when we talk about it, they will see the message, and they can also add a name of their own, and then to make it more closer to home for whoever attends this live. You know what I mean? That's just what we're talking about tonight. And then the route is very simple. It is Buxton to Norwich, and then we are just hitting it on, seeing where we end depending on the time left for the drive. But besides that, we are very strong and happy to be with you, accompanied by you, and we are going together. Thank you very much for joining. So I'm driving an iSafe Volvo 2024 edition, and this one is very intelligent actually, because it saves a lot of fuel, and it also does wonders in terms of where there are curves, when you're going down the hill, when you're going up. It selects by itself which mode to drive once it locates, and using the radar system on what is in front of me. So the curve, it tells me what speed to turn and to use as I am driving, which is also very, very much helpful for me and effective as I drive. So we are going. So now we're going down to Chester. We're actually on the high hill now. We're going down to Chesterfield. And I wouldn't like it to go and pass through Chesterfield alone. I would like a few people to watch with me Chesterfield, so that we see how does it look from this side of Buxton side. So we're going, I'll be there now, I think. Let's just put to 3 minutes from now to be Chesterfield. So I wouldn't mind if you stick around, then we see how it looks. Not just for my eyes, but for everyone. That's the idea. And please, good evening to you. Good evening to you. As we greet each other on a Thursday. It's beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. And I tell you, please believe me when I tell you that I will take you safely where we're going. You'll surely get there. Trust me when I say that. So I'm just checking on my lights, the dip and the high beam to see if it is working. So we're going down to Chesterfield now, and we're sprinting towards Chesterfield. We are wicked, because I don't want you guys to be impatient with me when I start talking of a town and then or a village, and it takes long to get there. I wouldn't like it. So bear with me. It's just a minute and a half now, where we start with the housing and the places that are in Chesterfield. Let's get going together. Some of those beautiful places that I think if I had money, I would buy a property in these areas where it is a little bit remote, and I need to drive to where there is noise and come back in my wood, and then just be alone where it is silent. I love silence. I don't like peace. So that's just about me. So you could tell me on the comment section what you think. The place that you feel like you would want to go, the place that you want anywhere in the world. But I have a promise. I think I would need, at some point I would want to go to what is that, to Australia and drive those road trains. I will surely do that. This is Chesterfield. Welcome. Woo! So we're just basically driving down toward the town, and there are already houses on the side and all that, and just moving. Let's get going then. As we approach, more lines coming. And this one was just constructed not so long ago. I don't know if on my camera shows on the side, a little bit barriers that are illuminating with white lights and all that. That is for cyclists. They're trying to make sure, but this route is mostly used by cyclists who come from hiking and all those places, and then they're going back into the city and towns and elsewhere, or even in Mansfield. So they use this route, so they provide it for cyclists so that they can actually be carried, which is noble of these people that do the construction and all that. Is very beautiful. So it's unfortunate that the houses, you can't see them here, but the houses as you approach Chesterfield from the south side, they are actually very, very beautiful and spacious. I see the yards are very spacious. I always ask myself, if I had money, wouldn't I want to come stay here? Please, I have a topic today that is we are still deliberating on the name of these night drives that I do on from Monday to Thursday. What name should I give them? Should I say nighttime driving with the general, or should I say Monday night drive, or Tuesday, or making them be different from each day by day so that they become unique and you can actually see where I've been, what has been going on, and what's happening. Please just subscribe if you're first time to come here. Subscribe, like the live, like the channel, so that each time anything is going on, you will be notified. It will be good for you because I go everywhere. Today I'm going to the eastern coast, what is called a place called Norwich, which is a little bit very far from where I am right now, but surely in the morning around 6 a.m. I should be getting there to offload the load that I have, and then I'll probably go to Cambridge, or I'll come back here. It will depend on what's going on, but we'll see. So the robot says, let's get going. So still welcome to Chesterfield. Right, we're going down. Not long from now, I think that's where the city center, we're not passing the city center. This one is a much bigger village, townish, I would put it that way. Then the city center on its own. And then this route is passing on the side as it crosses over to M1 motorway, where I can't wait to get, because there's movement. We start moving. I think for those who have been with me for some time now, they will have seen that I was coming from very dark city or dark places or dark jungle or dark valley, and there was a little bit of hiccups with network, and sometimes it was showing that it's reconnecting or anything like that, and then maybe you would lose coverage and then you come back again. So this is also a 30-mile zone, which is 50 kilometers per hour or 30 miles per hour zone. So basically 30 miles on, from my understanding, what I've seen so far, is the speed that is for towns, villages, or where there is pedestrians, there's a lot of movement, there are robots in, and there's a lot of stuff. So now, like in this place, you see there are cars on each side, which means this one is already waiting for me because the space is confined. But this is where you need to make sure that you are very safe in your driving, and you're making sure this is a roundabout, so wait for anyone on the right, and then this is now my turn. I go in. We go together. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for taking part in this live. I really appreciate today. Your company makes me strong, and actually, if you desert me, I'll feel weak. But if you go with me, I tell you, I can feel stronger every minute that just knowing that there are people that are watching with me, that are willing to see what's happening. So it's been raining, somewhat snow or somewhat ice water, or rain, ice rain, or hail. I don't know whichever way you call it, but it wasn't so heavy. It was in the afternoon when I was going back going from what is that called? From Nottingham to Buxton. So I can't stop greeting those who are joining us. Good evening to you. What a lovely evening, and we are so honored to have you on our life. It's our life, it's our collective life anyway. It's not my life, it's ours. and I'm very grateful to have you on board if you are arriving now as we hit the road towards the city center, out of it, and then we'll go towards the motorway M1 towards Worksop. From Worksop we hit it to Newark. From Newark then we try to get to Sleaford. If we can manage Sleaford, thanks heavens, then we know in the morning just going to be easy. So today I'm giving you a bit of an experience of what happens on the roads and what happens, where do I end my shift, how do I end my shift, where would I sleep, so such kind of thing. So don't be in a hurry, be with me. We are going places today, we need to get there and we see what happens. Let's experience this together, right? To be beautiful, actually, just so that we have a conversation in the morning or at night before we sleep. Then we start talking about, oh, okay, so this is how you sleep, this is where you sleep. Oh, so what happens now? Is it a safe place? Let me show you all that. Please comment, share the live, share it to as many people as possible. Let people know what's going on. Today, this is now Chesterfield, basically. So this is the main round. Is it the main? Oh, second, no, yeah, this is the main roundabout. But this one separates the town. On my left, right? On my left is going to city center, and then going straight down, it also goes to the city center, but you turn around on the other side, right? And then I'm going to take the right to avoid the city center because now I'm using a heavy vehicle, so it's not allowed inside this weight restriction, which is 7.5 tons, of which I'm loaded. And I'm loaded, and my vehicle weighs maximum 44,000 kgs, which is to 44 tons. So I use this one going out, as I'm going out anyway. I'm not going to sleep around. I still have about an hour 40 to drive tonight, which narrows to around 70 miles from here. We'll see. I would be happy if I'm left with the distance that will only take an hour and a half to only 2 hours tomorrow. Then I will be able to go home. Another thing that I should mention is that I do work like this from Monday to Thursday, and then Friday I should try and always go home, rest for the weekend, and then that's where we meet on a few lives that I do, or we just talk, or I just post, all those kind of things. So the ground is really wet. It's been raining. It rains here. This is a country that rains 12 months a year. It rains here. It can come as form of snow. It can come as form of rain. And we are towards winter now, so it's already raining again. And towards summer, so it's raining again. So it's just how it is. Please like and share the live so that more people can partake this glorious life that we are doing on a night drive on Thursday with the general. So I'm just showcasing where I drive, where I go, places I reach, and then what happens, where I sleep, what's going to happen, and what is it that we are likely to meet on the road. So I will be explaining all the places as we go along, and then just so that we know. So today is not about mostly teaching. Yeah, we're just talking. If you have any question and you feel like anything to discuss about, put down the law. If you want to put a name on this live, on what you think the topic is good, the topic that you feel like, okay, this one is fine for tonight's drive, you just put it there and pin it on top. Then everyone will judge on that. If it is the one that wins, then we know. We put that at the end. I will edit the live and then put it there. So you will know that you contributed to this life, and it's just beautiful. And we won't just stop today. We will, for a long time, do the same over and over. Every time we do a live, if you get a notification, you come by, you give your name, and then we check on that. Is the name proper? Is the name corresponding with the day and everything that's going on? And then we name it like that. So kind of a game, kind of a serious thing, kind of entertainment. At the same time, we're hitting the road. And I will usher you to each and every place is right. So now we're leaving Chesterfield towards the M1 motorway now. So The road is going to be open a little bit, and then we start moving fast. And thank you very much for the likes. Thank you for liking the live. I know you are doing a very big job there in trying to invite as more people as possible so that they can come and be part of it. So don't hesitate. Just take a few popcorns and juices, beer, or whatever that you do when you are at home. Or maybe you're doing your sewing or your cooking. Whatever that is going on, just be part of us, and we can cook together whilst we're also driving on the side. I know you're representing us here, and you're also doing your things that side. That's beautiful, and thank you very much for that. So we are already in the dark, because now we are past the town. But the lights from the other side will help us, and the lights for my vehicle will also help us, so that our life is live and is alive. You see? So let's get going together. Let's just move on, move free. And please, put a name and pin it on, so that we know the name of the live today on the Thursday. The night drive. I call it the night drive with the general. So just take part and show a solidarity, and then whatever that you want to call it there, and then the panel will judge it. If they say yes, this is fine, then I will edit my life, the name of the life, and then we put it there. And you always remember that you existed on this day, the 14th of March, and then you contributed to the life, and whatever was said or what was written, it was because of you. So we are happy to have you along. Let's get going together. So the road is a little bit open now, so I will be moving a little bit faster to try to catch up with my drive time at the same moment. And the speed limits are there too, and the rules of the road are there too. So let's be together. Thank you for sticking by. So it's 3 miles left to get to M1. So I think you saw a little bit of Chesterfield, how it looks at night. If you have any request, or if you want to see any place, just type on the comments, so that I always showcase. I don't have a problem with that. That is what I do. I'm very happy if anyone wants to learn or know. I'm very happy about that. So we help each other with that one. Let's get doing it. So now we are heading to M1, which is about 2.5 miles left. M1 towards workshop, going M1 North basically. M1 North goes to Sheffield, it goes to Leeds, and then it goes to, what is this place? It goes to Wetherby, and then it passes to Newcastle upon Tyne, which is the north. And then that's it. From there it's A1 all the way to Glasgow. But before Glasgow it changes to A74. So going down it gets into London straight. M1 gets into London via from here it goes down to Nottingham. From Nottingham it goes to Loughborough, Ashby, and then from there it goes further to Leicester. From Leicester it goes down to Northampton, or Rugby on the side, or Hingley on the side, and a bit of Lutterworth. And then from there it goes down to Northampton, Milton Keynes, from Milton Keynes to Luton, from Luton to Stansted, Stansted, then it goes into London. So that's M1 for you. But I'm just taking maybe only 6 miles off it today, and then I get off and I get to A617, A6199, and then go to A1 dual carriage going down to Newark. Then I'll leave it again, and I'll get to A46 briefly, and then A17 to Sleaford. So that's just how it works. So now, as a driver, like you see the way I am saying all these routes, I've been there. So what happens as a driver, it is very important, be it you're driving a small car, but you have a route that you go very often. It is very important for you to always check and know where you're going, what you see, how does the place look, and all that kind of things. That's why, because so that you avoid stress on the road, where you are going to be stressed about, okay, what am I going to see? Where am I going? What is there? When I get lost, because the reason why people get stressed and they become so anxious on the road is because they don't study the terrain, they don't study the road, they don't study what they see. So that each time they drive there, you need to be worryless. Okay? Then as you drive, you don't have to worry about the fact that maybe where I'm going, I'll get lost and all that. The moment you become anxious, you make mistakes. Right? If you become anxious on the road, either you cause accident or you're involved in an accident, or you end up getting lost, or you miss your turn and then you do dangerous decisions. So learn where you're going, know where you're going, so that you're only left with, like myself, I'm driving a truck. I'm only left with the idea of that it's a brand out about this one I'm ready. So now we are going to, I think you can see the signs. This is the motorway. So now another thing in the UK is that each signs for motorway, they are green, they are blue, like these ones. A sign for dual carriage, they are green, and all other signs, they are green. But each time you see a blue sign, you must know that we are talking of a motorway. Please share the live, like the live, let people know what's going on. So we are now on, welcome to M1. Woo, yes. Welcome to M1 North. You can see the speed, you can see what's happening on other vehicles, you can see the cars are going, you can see the lanes, they're now 4 lanes all of a sudden, and it's just beautiful and happy me. You see, as we're driving at the maximum track speed, which is 56 miles per hour, actually it covers some distance, we actually can move. So on the side there are services, they're saying 8 miles from now there are services, which I'm not going to get there anyway because I'm going out in the next 5.5 hours, in the 5.5 miles. I hope you are seeing. If you are not seeing properly, please text me there, that I will know that the visuals were not really as visible as you would want it to be. So that next time I try to see how I can fix that. Please, anything that you think like we can improve on this live, just text there and then we can talk about it, then we know it. If it is first time for you, please welcome. This is your home. It's our life all together. It's not mine, it's not yours, it's ours collectively. And it is the general driving behind. And I am taking you to the eastern side of the UK, in the Midlands section, which is Norwich. Norwich is near Great Yarmouth, it's near Ipswich, it's near Stratford, it's near St Edmunds, it is near King's Lynn or King's Line, I don't know how you call it. It is near Wisbech, it is near but another characteristics of Norwich and that region is that this is a farming place. You see tractors, a lot of tractors on the roads in the morning and afternoon. At night, I've not seen any. I think they've already gone home and everything, so it's safe to drive, it's easy. But what I can tell you about Norwich, it's a beautiful city. I took a video about it. Check on my bio, you will see I said I was in Norwich, beautiful Norwich. That was the first time there was a real sun light in this year, in this winter, when I went to Norwich. When I was based this side on the region of Manchester and all other places, we were never having sun coming. It was just beautiful when I went there. So you know what? This I should share with people. I can't do this alone. That's what happened. Some of the places that I go, I just feel like, you know what? I think I need to share this with someone. Like tonight, I just felt like, oh, I always drive at night and never tell people anything. Let's talk about this tonight. Let's just see what's going on. So we are hitting I don't know how much time that I've been on live now. Maybe it's around 50 to almost an hour now. Around there, I'm hoping so. So good evening to you. It's 1903 in the UK at the moment, and we are broadcasting live on the roads, and sharing with you where we're going, places like that. And we don't hesitate to make sure that if only someone would help me and give me a name of this drive. I was thinking of calling it the night drive on Thursday with the general. So I think if we can give names, just be part of the live and share what you think, even inside, just like the live, share to other people, subscribe if you haven't, just so that next time when anything is going on this live, you are notified, and possibly you will be free in your time and you'll be able to see more of what's going on. It's simple. When I do the night drives, I just show the place I'm going. I discuss about the places. I tell you what is going on, and then we share just that. That's just about it. It's not difficult. So please, this route goes to Doncaster as well, but Doncaster branches out via M80 to House City, and it also branches to Doncaster, Goole, House City, the likes of Beverley, the likes of Billington, and Scarborough. You can also go to York via Doncaster. It's also another route that you can use, but the problem with it is it takes you a little bit far from where you would want to be, really, you see. So I'm having a challenge right now with this driver that's just got in. I went out for him, but he's not moving as fast as possible to make me. And he's not also going slow so that I can pass him. But I'm also about to get out of this route anyway. So please, just like the live, share, subscribe, and let's talk about it. It's a night drive in the general, man. Well, where would you be without, if you're not here, where would you be? Where I show you all this road at night, how they look, how beautiful the lights are, under the lights, how beautiful it is, and all these places that, you could know. See, imagine how it feels to be wherever you are, but you're knowing somewhere, and someone is just telling you how it is alive. Not you're watching a video, but it is happening in real time. Surely, I think it will feel like you are actually with me right now, and it's so beautiful, and I can't wait. That nothing would make me happier actually this night, that I am with somebody that is watching, and is watching with me and making me sure that I'm safe. Thank you very much for that. We really appreciate it, and it's something that I can't stop thanking. So I'm about to get out of this motorway, half a mile to go, and then please, let's thank M1 thank M1 for me, for keeping me safe until I get out of it. For the moment, I was on the highway. So we're still going. I have an hour, 24 minutes to drive. I'm thinking I might get to almost Sleaford. I'm thinking that. I hope I do. But it's not really far anyway. If I don't manage, it's okay. Thank you for the likes who are liking the live. And for those who are sharing, thank you for sharing it. For those that are watching with me, I'm getting off. We're saying goodbye to M1, going back to single carriage now. That's what's going on. If you may be asking yourself, so where is it going? There's a board just here. It's talking of Newark, Bolsover, Worksop, and Chesterfield. So, but the destination for tomorrow morning is called Norwich City, where that's that team that plays with is it yellow or green? Is it green or yellow? They play with such uniforms, the Norwich City team. I'm actually going to be passing the stadium, not so far from it, when I arrive and get to my destination. So thank you for liking the live, sharing it, and subscribing for those that are subscribing, the new ones. Thank you so much. It is the night drive with the general on a Thursday. So I do this, actually I wasn't doing, let me not lie to you. I'm now doing them every night. We do a snapshot of the night drive with the general to the direction that he is going, and he will be talking about wherever that is. So we don't have specific route to say we travel this route. No, we don't have. But what we do is every night I just come live and then we start talking about the route. I've been to many places in the UK, so I have everything and many things to say, to show you, to discuss and talk about it. So that's just how I'm branching out. The reason why I'm using this route is the shortcut for me to get to What's that? I'm going to let's remove this yeah, so that it's clear. Thank you. Yeah, because I was about to not seeing properly on my screen as on my big screen here. So this is what happens. I have two screens with me. One, the one that you're using to see where I'm going, and I have other screen that is just the windshield that shows me where I should be and where I'm going myself, and make sure that you are safe on your couch whilst we are driving together, and I'm also safe whilst I'm seated here behind the wheel. Right? So this is called Bolsover, this place. What I can tell you about, there's a hotel just nearby. That's one thing I've noticed. I've seen there's a big hotel on the corner. It is beautiful. That's all I've seen so far for this place. But what I can also say is this also route takes you to Lincoln, where, if I'm not mistaken, a famous person called a scientist called Albert Einstein, he lived in Lincoln, if I'm not mistaken. And that place, Lincoln, is beautiful. It has castles, it has beautiful university, it has beautiful structures built there. I've been there a couple of times. When I go there again, I'm going to take a video for you so that I will come show you. So we are live. It's the general drive time on Thursday. Please, no one has commented on telling us what should we call this live, right? What should we call this live? So the first person who's going to comment and give us the name of it, it must include the general, it must include Thursday, it must include drive, right? So these are the keywords: drive, Thursday, and the general. Those are the keywords. If you can put something together on that and then you tell us, we will surely use that name. You just put it there and pin it so that we don't forget as people go. So you're welcome. You're welcome. It is the general. So this is just a robot, and then we'll start by moving now, and then we're just crossing over straight to workshop. It's called a workshop road. Right, off we go. Thank you very much. Let's get going. So thank you for watching with me. So, like I was saying, the idea is very simple. We want to engineer this streams. In the afternoon, if I stream, I'll be talking and teaching about other things that are important that I will have researched, or the questions that I will have gotten from my Facebook page or from anywhere other platforms that I own. Then when I come to live in the evening or at night, we are not talking about anything. We're just discussing the route as we go. So, but in the afternoons, we will talk about issues concerning driving and other things. So this hotel is called the Wildest Hotel. That was talking about the hotel in Bolsover. That's the one that I said that's the main thing that I've noticed. I'm still to check at the end. Another thing, there are no robots in Bolsover. Okay, there's just one way you approach, and then there are two roundabouts, one small one and the one out. That's it. And then now the next place we are going to is called Workshop. There's another village there on this side there. I have to check the name. I will tell you now. So I'll be telling you about that village not long from now. I think in the next minute or two. So apparently, in most places, in most of the routes that I travel, even though there are some, there's no lighting, but in most of the places there's lighting, and it makes it easier to navigate. You'll be able to see what's going on. And today, the route that I'm using, there are some cases of finding deers crossing the roads. That animal called a deer, the only one. So I also try to be safe so that I don't have to experience such, and that's just about it. But we are not worried. We just drive by it. We make sure that we get there. Thank you for coming to this live. Of all the places you could be, thank you for joining me tonight. And It is called, okay, I was calling it, you could name it any way you want it, but I was calling it night drive with the general on a Thursday. So you could call it the way you want it. Is it called night drive? But on the name that you want to put it and pin there, just make sure you put this name or words there. The general, Thursday, and night drive. So you arrange it the way you want it, or add whatever you want it, and then you pin it there. Then the panel will charge the way you would have constructed the name of the live. But in short, I'm just calling it night drive with the general, or Thursday night drive with the general. I think that's the correct one. Thursday night drive with the general. So that's what is happening. So we're hitting it off almost towards Workshop. It's not far from here now. Workshop is somewhat bigger. It's almost the size of Chesterfield where we went in. And okay, what I've seen here, there are many big companies that have their distribution centers here in Workshop. So there's much to work there. And what I've also noticed in Workshop is that there's plantations. That's also I noticed in Workshop. And what else? Okay, it is well connected because there's M1 on the side, and on the other side there's A1. So it is well connected for people who are doing business, or for people that do anything to do with industrial. It is actually connected. That's what I'm just talking about Workshop, what I noticed. In terms of the houses, for people that would want maybe to stay in Workshop, I'm not so sure. But UK has the same account of housing, but there should be somewhere where it is peaceful and there are places that are a little bit quieter, and the houses are, they are bigger in terms. I like a big space anyway. I like big spaces, so that's what happens. You see. So we just going. Right. Another thing that I should mention on this route today is that there's a bridge, right? So this bridge, and I'm going to give you what happened some other time. When I was, it was very, I was still new driving in the UK, and I did not understand the feet and the meters, I think. So I was trying to be very cautious. I wouldn't drive through bridges unnecessarily. I was very cautious. I was very skeptical whenever I see the heights stated. I'm thinking, my truck, will it pass or what will happen? Because apparently in the UK, if you hit a bridge, the chances are you will be arrested. So you wouldn't want to be, you're a new driver, and you wouldn't want that. So this bridge is a 4.4 meter, and my truck is 4.2 meters high. So there's a difference of 0.2, which is about 20 centimeters, should I say. If I'm not, I don't know the feet and inches. So it's 20 inches. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So I still need to research on that. So let me just put bright lights so that you can see. So this is the bridge, you see. If you look at it as I'm passing, it's like I will hit it, right? But it's actually higher. So what happened is I went past where I'm supposed to come through here. I went past down there to another place. I don't remember the village. I was still new on the roads, and I panicked in a way, and I was just like, you know what? Let me just go past. So this place is called Darford. It's towards Workshop. It's also surrounded by farms and all that. It's called Darford, D-A-R, Folds as in F-O-U, like the mode, Folds, F-O-U-L-D-S. That's the spelling to the place. If maybe you happen to want to find it and see where it is or things like that, that's where it is, right? So I was saying about the bridge. So what happened is I felt like I'm gonna hit the bridge, and then what? I'm 1 week old in this camera, and this will be too much for me. I can't do it. So I ended up just going past, and then went to the village. Now, welcome to Workshop. Yes, Workshop, not Workshop. Workshop as in work, and then S-O-P. Okay, so that's where we are now. A60. So it's just one of another. But this place, I think I would like it. I would like this place to live in this place. It's also far from very much noise. It is a quiet place, I'm staying. It has industries. Yes, this one has industries. So you could work just around. You see. But then, with time, I started understanding my trailer and the heights and everything. So wherever I go now, I know this one. And you know, when you're a truck driver, you go places a lot of places, a lot of times, right? So you end up knowing, even if you don't use the sat-nav or GPS or maps, you end up knowing where you're going, how the route is going to be. Like already, I was telling you where I'm going now. That I'm going to use. Okay, I started using A6, all right. From A6 to A623, from A623 to A619, A619. From A619, that's where I am now. And then a little bit of A60 in between there. And then I'm going to get A57. So you realize that you learn, if you are a driver of a car or just a driver, just someone who drives sometimes, it is very important for you to know, right? And I'm going on the roundabout to know actually which lane to use as well. It's also very important. And you must also know, it's very important, much very important, right? To know which lane, this is a roundabout, which lane to use. If you are going to pass your license, they check those things that they want to know. They tell you we are going to turn to the left or to the right or to whatever, right? Now they are observing on you understanding which lane to be and can you maneuver the vehicle in your lane and make sure that you are safe. Those are the kind of things that they do. Please like the live, share it, subscribe if you're new, please, so that people can actually join us. If you're new in this channel, just hit the subscribe button. You'll be appreciated actually. Thank you very much for joining, and it's a beautiful Thursday night drive with the General. We are going down to the eastern side of the UK coast. I should say East Midlands. Should I say that? Norwich is what? Please, if you know, just tell me there. I'm not so sure of that. I don't want to say wrong things. So we're out of the townish, whatever place. Again, we are passing. We are hitting on the. I'm hoping. Right. You see, this is what I like when I drive at night. Right? You don't see much. You see enough. You see what I'm talking about? You don't see much. You just see enough. So I love it a lot, and it feels like. I don't know. You know, when you go to a cinema and then there's not much life, you're just confined on the television there that you're watching there on the screen and nothing else that you see. That kind of an experience, I love it a lot. I think I'm more of a cinematic person than it is on other issues or other places that I would go. I'm one person that maybe I would go to the cinema, not to want to go to the malls. I'm thinking, I don't even know myself. But I'm just thinking maybe that's who I am. But coming to the main thing is that we are driving to Norwich and we are on A57 North, right? And this road goes to Lincoln, right? Albert Einstein city or town where you grew up. I'm going to do another video when I go to Shrewsbury where we talk of Charles Darwin, the historian Charles Darwin. Most people who did history, they know him. With these theories and all that. So that's another thing that happens. You see that person that driver that just went past me now. He sees that I'm coming and I'm almost near him, but he chooses to go because he's thinking I'm too slow. Which in most cases that you find that these trucks, people think trucks are very slow all the time, which they are not. It is very important always to be safe on the roads. Please, don't just watch with me, just subscribe, comment, say a lot of things that you want, discuss with me, show that you are there. Now, right now, like nowadays, the computers, they say, show that you are not a robot by typing 1, 2, 3, 4, so that you know, okay, this is the real thing. So things like that. So that we are not a robot. So I am going to say that to you, please don't watch with me and just keep quiet, but let's go together and then say a little bit, say what you think, right? And if it is your first time joining here, please subscribe, just so support so that the channel can grow. We want as many people as possible so they know, and we are teaching people on how these roads are driven and where we are. So I kind of explain every detail, a little detail of wherever I am and what's going on. Whatever that should be said, I tell you. You see, I was talking of our distribution. This is BNQ. It's a big one. DHL is somewhere there. It's also many places, many, or they are on this route. So we are hitting it almost to A1, which will take us to once we get to A1, we are going to drive for, I think, 18 miles. Is it 18? I think it's 18 miles, yes, before we get out to another single carriage called A17. We have left with 1 hour now left, so we'll see how far we can go with 1 hour. We'll see how far we can go. I'm hoping that I will be with you when I get to my stop for the night. I'm really hoping so. So please stay put. Don't run away. Make some tea, make some coffee, take some popcorns, make some juice, wherever that is. Blend some. Do something that can keep you busy whilst we are watching together. So you see those vehicles on the side? They are parked for the night. So it is safe wherever they are. Some have microwaves like mine. I have microwave. I just warm my food and I will eat. And then I will see to it till the morning. And then we carry on. That's a trucker's life. I'll carry on now and then we see how far we can go. So you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Like they always say, they keep on repeating so that people know what's going on. It is the night drive. There's the night drive with the general from Derbyshire to Norfolk. It's Norfolk, which is Norwich City, being the capital of Norfolk. For those that are unaware of where it is on the eastern side coast, near Grattyamouth, just near Ipswich, Grattyamouth, St. Edmunds, and Stratford. And you can not be as far as also, and Early also is not far from there. And then it's not so far from Cambridge if you are going down south to London on M11 and A11. So it's Dark City again. This is the plantation I was talking about. There's a huge plantation here and it's actually maturing. There's pine, there's gum, eucalyptus, there's pine trees also. I've noticed that. So that's how it is here. So today is Thursday. I thought someone was going to tell us about what they've been up to and what's going on. Thank you for joining, for those who are joining, if you will be joining. It's the general on this Thursday night drive to Norwich, where I will not get there. I'll end up around Sleaford somewhere, I think. And we're just hitting it off. This is towards A1. Thank you for watching the roads with me and make sure that I'm safe, as everyone is safe, and you are safe. I know, I can tell you this for sure, that as I'm driving here, I'll make sure that you are safe. And when we arrive, I'm not going to arrive alone. So when we arrive together, where we're going now, we are going to arrive together and safe and sound. Not long from now. Let's just say we'll drive for the next 55 minutes. Because I have 1 hour, 3 minutes. I need at least 5 to 6 minutes to find somewhere to sleep safe. Just need a safe layby where I know when I wake up tomorrow everything will be intact and it will be fine. And then we go. So this is the last roundabout before we get to A1, which I'm about to join now. And I will be glad if I can join with you. So the other thing that is important to know is that when you drive on a roundabout, it is very important when you're driving a truck, very important to be mindful of the Lord and make sure you are not overdriving, you are not overspeeding, because if you overspeed, the Lord will shift to the side and it will be rejected. Then you have to drive all the way back with it. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Also, you will be forcing yourself onto. So rather do the right thing first time. And as you see, the road has become wider and there's 2 lanes on the side. This one is a dual carriage. So when I say dual carriage, I'm just saying it's 2 lines going one side, the other side going one side, right? There's in between, there's an island. No one crosses to another side. That's called dual. So that's another type of explanation in terms of the roads here in the UK. They call them dual carriage, right? So let's go together as I think you can see. So this road was recently done. You can see even the lighting, even the illuminations are in between and on the sides, and the markings also, they are very bright because this was not done so long ago. It was done just recently. So this place we're going now, we are going to drive, like I was saying, we are going to drive 18 miles on the dot to Newark, and then we turn off out of this A1 and go back to our single carriage. We are single carriage masters, you know. When we go to that region, it's always single carriage. So we'll see. Let's just see what happens. And let's try to get there as soon as possible, if possible. We'll be happy doing that. Yours truly, the General. So I will take you today to, I'm thinking, if we can get Sleaford, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Then we'll be left around 70 miles to go for tomorrow, which is about an hour point something. Only just say 2 hours, because it's a single carriage that goes to 40 miles, 30 miles in other places. So 2 hours should be enough. Then we get to the destination. The place I'm going, I like it because each time I get there, those guys, their service is beautiful. You just get there quickly, they offload, and that's it. So it's also very beautiful there. I love it. So let's just get going together and let's see how far we can get there. Today, let's see how far we can get there. It's 19:31 at the moment, which is 31 past 7 or half past, or 29 minutes to 8. I mean, in the southern region of Africa, this is to 10, right? It's to 10. So that goes to show the difference in the time. In Australia, oh, I don't know, maybe 1 a.m. Please, if anyone from Australia, please just tell us what's the time now, or anyone who can check on the times now, please just give us Australian time. I favor Australia because I'm actually hoping that one day I will drive in Australia, and I will drive those, now 50 zone, so you come back speed now to 50. I will drive road train in Australia one day. I hope so. I really hope so. So we're just going here, we're just going. You can see there are trucks that spread salt because it's 4 degrees now. I think the temperatures are going to lower in the morning, and then they're trying to avoid ice. So what they do to try to avoid ice, they spread salt with sand on the road so that when snow comes or ice comes, the road is not as slippery as, and because of the salt, it melts quickly. Whoever discovered that is a genius. Whoever discovered that is a genius. It really helps a lot. I was stuck, to some point I was stuck somewhere at a customer where I had gone to deliver, right? I went in there, turned around. Now when I'm about to leave, now I couldn't go because my tires were slipping. And I stood there for almost an hour trying just to leave. I only needed 200 meters of my distance from where I was to the main road where it was already okay. I struggled. I tell you, I struggled that day. I panicked, I stressed. But then, well, eventually I left because now what was happening is they were throwing salt on the ground. Okay, we're late, we wait a little bit, and then we see if there's anything getting better. And eventually I managed. And then, you know, how relieved you can be when you're stuck in a place and then you're not even sure if you're going to manage to leave or anything. Now we are hitting it off. We are honest. So you see, there are vehicles parked on the side of the road. they're actually sleeping there. They'll wake up tomorrow morning, depending on the time they are supposed to rest. Like myself, I'm supposed to rest for 9 hours, or some are supposed to rest for 11 hours now, depending on what's going on their times, how much times they did. Because in a week you're supposed to, or you're supposed to rest for 11 hours at night, right? But you may take short breaks, short rest of 9 hours for 3 days, right? So, and you can take 10-hour drive time twice a week, and 3 days, 9 hours. So it depends on what's going on around you and what's going on that day. You'll be doing that. So you can see the road is beautiful. This was done. That just redid this road not long ago. And I'm not sure. I think they are closing it at 9 and it's 8 p.m., which is 30 minutes from now. They'll close from where we came the last roundabout. I was saying the last roundabout. They close it there. So whoever before 8 tries to come that place is already closed. But for the ones that will get in before 8, they will just be able to pass. They wait until the road is clear, they continue with their work. So they were resurfacing this road and remarking it, and you can see where they resurfaced. The marks are still brand new, and it's just beautiful and flawless and smooth. You see, they try to maintain this highway maintenance. So these people will start working at 8, and then they leave at 4, at 6 a.m. or 5 6 a.m. They leave everything out. So 6 a.m. you can drive again. So from 8 to 6 they'll be busy. That's how they do it. That's how they operate. So that's a recap of what's going on today. We are driving from Buxton. Because you are also involved in it. You are taking part and showing me the road so that I won't get lost and I won't get to be involved in accidents, making sure that it's safe. And I thank you for the applying of brakes when it was necessary, indicating when it was necessary. You keep on. So we are left with not long from now to get to our destination. We only have 54 minutes left on the clock, which we will use maybe 45. So I know you are going to be with me, and we will try and get as much as possible together. And I'm very thankful of your contribution in making sure that we are safe and I'm not alone tonight. And please share the live, subscribe if you are new, and thank you for joining us when you would be somewhere else, and like the live, please, so that it is to be broadcast on many places and people can see that we are live. So just like it and share, comment, and give a thumbs up. And even just if you can subscribe if you are new, we really appreciate that. We're trying to get to Sleaford. If we can manage Sleaford, I think we'll be safe for tomorrow. But it is so hurting to drive a long distance starting in the morning. When you drove last night, you will have hoped that I tried to drive a long distance at night, then you come in the morning, you're just finishing off, and then once you're still fresh, you go load another one, so that at least your earnings can be better. So that's just about it. I thank you for joining me. I really thank you, because this is A1 dual carriage that we are on. So this A1 is strange in a way that it changes to dual carriage, it becomes a motorway. It does a lot of things depending on where you are. So when you get to Cambridge, it becomes a motorway. Just after Peterborough or other places, so it changes to motorway. But all this place from Doncaster, from Leeds, actually, from Leeds to Peterborough. Just after Peterborough, I think, or almost Cambridge, and Huntingdon, right? Huntingdon. It is a dual carriage just this way. And I love it because it's very fast. This one is a blessed motorway or a highway or dual carriage, because it does not really experience a lot of accidents. It's just straight and level. You just drive. It's just a drive that will take you a very long distance to wherever you're going. So you see. So it's just beautiful. I love it. So we are left with 10 miles before we can turn on that A46, A17 and A1 off from exit. So 10 miles is around 12 minutes, something like that, when you're traveling at this speed. That's how it is. So we're just going and going and going and going. We'll surely get there soon. It's one of those days that today has not been too bad for me because I woke up early and then I started driving. Actually, I slept with the client and then, fortunately for me, they started, they allowed me to offload in the morning around 6, right? After having slept for 10 hours something. I felt so like, it's just good because it helped me to be able to get to places quick and offload another place, and then I went to load another one and then offloaded again. It was just beautiful. So at the moment, I'm taking the tomorrow first load for tomorrow, which I will leave. If I sleep in Sleaford, then I know I'm much safe. I'm much safe. We'll see. Let's just go together and let's get there. Just get there and see where I will stop. Please share the live. Just share to as many people. Share to them. Share on your WhatsApp group. People come live and see what's going on, where we are. You see. Share on your status so that people will open and be with us together. That's a little bit of encouragement. You see, subscribe, you like the live, you share, you comment, you recommend to others. We just talk about it as we go. So we're just going. So we're hitting it off. We're almost New Arc now, so we're going to get off at New Arc. And then we go to A17. And Sleaford won't be far by then. I'm just hoping if I can get 40 minutes from this road to Sleaford, I should manage. 40 minutes I should manage. So that tomorrow I won't be going far. It's tiring to go a very long way, especially on a Friday morning. It's just tiring. So we will be trying to at least get wherever that is ending and be able to start off the day not tired. Like tomorrow I have 9 hours, so I'm thinking so 40 minutes from now is about 20 past 8, which means I will start working at 20 past 5, 20 past 5, 2 hours, 20 past 7, half past 7 I should get there in what's that, to Norwich, and then from there I'll be able to offload around past 7, 8 o'clock. I'm done. Right. And then from there, so I'm actually on A1 driving 6 miles from New York and getting off, and then we go. So it's just one of the days we're calling it. So now no one elected to give us the name of the live. I don't know why. I was proposing the Thursday night drive with the general, but then no one said anything to say, okay, let's use this way or rephrase it to this one. I was thinking someone would contribute to that and we'll use, since it is the maiden live that we're doing at night, this was going to be the one that you choose the name for yourself. It was going to be beautiful. And then no one elected, so we're going to go with the Thursday night drive with the channel. So for those that want to see this route, this video will be posted tomorrow, and then you will see the route and it will just be beautiful, and you will see what happened and everything recorded. And share the live, please, and to other people so that they can also exist on this live. And then subscribe if you haven't, please. So it's saying Newark and Grantham. So Newark is now 5 miles off, and the town of Newark is 7 miles from here. It's also another beautiful place. There's a little bit of industry there that I've seen when I come here, and it's surrounded by farms as well. The weather is not too bad in Newark. It does not really get too cold, I think, because there are no mountains, it's just on a plain, so it doesn't get too much cold. So that's a little bit about it. You see, and then yeah, that's more like it. So we are passing Norwell and Cromwell. So like today, okay. This is what it was interesting about today. So today I basically had no hassles along the routes on my loads and everything. Everything was just smooth. Loaded, offloaded, get back to load, and then I'm on my way. I had time to rest, I had time to find food, I had time to just everything that I needed today. So I'm 4 miles left. 4 miles left to get off this highway. So the services are all over. There's a service just in front of me. If I wanted some coffee or anything, I would just stop there and buy. But no, I don't need anything. I'm just okay. I'm just going. So good evening to you. If it is your first time and you are here with me, it just never happened. This is the general. I do talk about the roads. I do talk about driving. I do talk about how to get license. I do talk about the experiences, the challenges that I meet on the road every day. And from today onwards, I vow to do all these lives where I will do streaming on the road at night to show where I'm going and what's going on at night. And how does it look at night into that particular region, particular route. Like today we are going to Norwich, but we won't get there because the hours have diminished. So we're just going to try and get as far as possible, as near as possible to Norwich. And that tomorrow when we start all of the day, we're not starting on the hind foot. We are actually starting where we know that we are not too far from the destination. So that's just about it. So the idea basically for me, what I've learned in driving is that if you can cover as much distance as you can the night before, in the morning it won't be tiring, it won't be stressful. And also another thing very important is that if you can manage to get to destinations in places that you get there early, number one, you are going to be the first person to offload, which means it won't affect the day going forward. You are going to actually be able to get to do other jobs, if you may, you see. So, which is very important. I think there is a power station here. That's another thing that's going on in Newark as well. Yeah. Like in Nottingham, there's a power station there, a giant one. That one is giant. You see. So it's very important. I've learned that, and that's what I do. I'm driving now. Some of my colleagues have already slept. They are tired. They don't wake up in the morning. They will eat the whole morning, 4 a.m. and all that. I'm not very good with that. I don't like to wake up too early in the morning. So instead of waking up too early, I try to drive at night. Then I know when I wake up tomorrow, I'm just nearby. So that's very easy. It helps me a lot. So that's what I try to do. So now I'm going. And for some reason, I'm very much of a night driver than it is in the morning. So when people wake up early in the morning, I will be sleeping. And then I will just go when I'm supposed to go. That's what I would do. So now we are almost out. So please, let me usher you out of this A1 and we'll go together to A17. Please don't just run away yet. Just give it a minute and a half from now. We go out together to A17 so that you can see how it looks like. There's construction there. They are also building a beautiful industrial area that they're doing. So the signs right now they're saying the salt spreading, the salt that I was talking about that they spread salt with a little bit of sand to roughen and to make sure that when an ice accumulates on the road, it is quickly melted by salt. Apparently, salt melts is stronger than ice. It melts it so that the road becomes safer to drive. They do that all the time. I didn't know about it. I only learned about it not so long ago, and I tell you, it works magic. So, welcome to Newark. Woo! Yes, welcome to Newark. So now we are in Newark. And now in Newark. So that's what happens here. And I'm going out. So if I was going to town, I was going out and come back on this bridge down. And I'm going to town, but I'm going some other direction that is a little bit strange. Look how beautiful this place is. It's so well lit. So again, you must choose the correct lane. So I'm going on A17. It is labeled A17. So I check on the roundabout. Is it safe to drive? Yes, it is safe. I go. So go with me. Thank you very much for joining me. And it is a pleasure having you on board. So there are full service. There's one there. There's this other one. And there is industry. This one is a lot of industry. This industry is big here. So already we are on our way. So I'm left with 40 minutes, which I was asking. If I can only get 40 minutes from here, I will get to Sleaford. That's what I needed, and it was granted to me by the gods, I think, or just driving, or I don't know how to put it. So you can see there's a bit of construction here going on. And the road is still lit, but it's going to be into Dark City not long from now. That's what this GXO. So it's a 24-hour warehouse happening there. So you see there are even more than 200 cars parked. People are at work. So they put a robot here, a mini robot or a terminal robot, so that cars can pass one another from each direction. So what do? We follow signs. If it is saying red, we stop. If it is saying green, we go. Good evening, and once again to you, thank you for joining me on the live, the night drive on Thursday with the General. So they are hitting roof now. The robot is green. Off we go. So the reason why they did this robot is because they're constructing a new entrance and a roundabout, sort of. I think it's going to be a roundabout here for the companies they are constructing. They're actually making it big. It's a big industrial area here in Newark that is being constructed. So the road is actually very slim, or it's very narrow. You have to drive carefully with the cones on the sides, but the truck can actually fit perfectly, no problem at all. Just going together. So these guys are stopped here because they're waiting for the side of the robot to be green, and then you can also cross over. So besides that, we are going. Try to go very hard and make sure that we move very fast. So with the distance left, it's telling me that I'm left with 2 hours, 27 minutes of distance that needs to be covered tomorrow. I mean, to be covered now to tomorrow. But since I'm going to cover some of the distance now, tomorrow I won't have to struggle a lot. It will be very little distance to cover. Very little distance. So let's just go together. Together and see how far we can go. going, and we go, and we go, and we go, and we go. It's too far, so we have to try and move as fast as possible. And it's safe. Right, so this route takes us to Sleaford, which is 16 miles from now. I'm hoping to get there if nothing is happening on the roads. 16 miles I should get there. It's not far. We have 40 minutes, 16 miles. Should be around 20 minutes, 22 minutes or something. So this is a 40-mile region. 40 miles per hour region, so I shouldn't be too fast here. There we go. So this is A17 towards Sleaford, Buxton, Kingsley, and then Norwich. There's another place, it's Cromwell, I forget the name. So I see even other vehicles are also using this one because this one is a shortcut to Norwich, basically. Please share the live and like it, please, and so that people can join as we go together. And thank you for being of company. You make me be safe on the road. So we're going. So now the idea basically to drive at night is because there's not much traffic. This road is very busy. The idea is to be affected by less traffic and make sure that we cover some longer distance. Yeah, so we are now in Lincolnshire, the county called Lincolnshire. That's where we are now. As we are on our way to Sleaford. I think I posted a video where I said famous Sleaford. So if you can go watch that one, you will see a bit of how it looks like in the afternoon. Such a busy place. So we just passed Newark. We are on our way to Sleaford now. We're trying to hit it hard and try to get there as early as possible. Cover as much distance as possible. And I'm hoping that you will be with me in the next 25 minutes so that you know and see where I will park and sleep. It's safe. The road is safe. Okay. So we keep going, and I'm happy that in front of me there isn't much traffic. I'm just hitting it alone, which helps me in terms of traveling a bit faster. Some people drive very slow, some people drive wrong, some people drive not in the correct way, you see. So it helps a lot. So let's just hit it. So if you check how it looks at night, right? If you check how it looks at night, there isn't much to see, right? Everywhere else other than the road itself, which is very beautiful. So now you see when you're watching at night, it looks more beautiful. In as much as yes, you want to see other places around, but it's much more beautiful to watch the road and be clear with the road, how the looks. See that the lights, very far lights there. That's where the other vehicles are, the red ones, and also people coming and they are passing me. The side, going opposite. So the beauty of driving at night is that there isn't much traffic and there isn't much to disturb you on the visuals and for you to be looking every other places because you are confined in terms of the vision. You can only see where you are going, which carries to 2 hours 21 minutes if I was going straight to Norwich. Then I'm not doing that, so I'm not worried about that. I'm just driving to my destination, and that's it. That's what I'm just doing. And we'll see what happens. So this week has not been such a big week. I only did 10-hour shifts one day, I think. yeah, this is my second channel, and I was doing 7 hours and 8 hours and things like that. So if you just joined us, please, for the first time, just please subscribe, like the live, share, so that people can be. This is the night drive with the general, and from today onwards, Monday to Thursday, we do have the habit of driving at night with you guys, showing you where I'm going live. You don't have to look at the video tomorrow. You experience it with me as we go along right now. That's what I'm talking about. So it's just beautiful. So all these areas are family areas, and real family, serious family, like serious family. They don't play here. They don't play in this region. They do farm. They are going to be farming now, starting from maybe the next week or 2 from now, when the temperatures just try to go up a little bit, and they will start. There's grass for feed, and there's also, they do maize. I've seen maize, and they also do wheat. I've seen wheat. Yeah, they do that. Barley, they do that. As you can see, the road is clear for the main general himself to hit it, to get to the destination as near as possible to the destination. So I'm left with 98 miles. I have 30 minutes to drive. I'm thinking I don't have to overstay, but if I can drive for the next 25 minutes, you see, there are a lot of labours on the road, so I'm safe. Also, there are vehicles on the side. These guys have called it a day, and they're going to sleep here, and then they wake up tomorrow and get to their destination, which is wherever that is. So that's how it looks like, and that's what happens. I'm also still, because the idea of starting a little bit late in the day is to make sure that you have enough time to drive later, because now, because of the pressures of what happened during the day, your wait time diminishes so fast with you not having done much. That is the problem right there. So very fast that you end up in a situation whereby you've not done much yourself, but the day is gone and the hours are gone, and you don't have, like, it is impossible for you to really to start and to get to know where I go, what's going to happen. You won't be able to cover some distance or a lot of distance. You see, that's the problem. So I check the mode here to power mode, because I'm going up. Power mode so that I can have strength to go up. It's going to be slow. Very now, driving very slow because of the weight. I'm at 43,600 kgs weight. The whole load and the truck. So you see now, it's an incline from here. So it will change down gears. It will slow down to fit the gears. So number 10 from 12 to meet the speed and the gear and everything. So just see how it goes. Just go and see how it goes. And thank you very much for being with me on this live. Thank you for those that came. And thank you for those that keep it on with me. The loyal servants, or the loyal kings and queens that believe in what we are doing and being with me and making me safe on the roads. Thank you very much. So just trying to get, we won't get to the destination, we can't. That is already concluded. We can't get to the destination. We just get as far as possible so that we can be able to west. So the plan is Sleaford, which is not so far anymore. So I should be able to pass to get to Sleaford. And there's a full lap, and it's just after Sleaford that I need to. I think I can sleep there. Since I'm sleeping on a lay-by, I always trust a lay-by that is not so busy, that doesn't have many trucks. It is rather that the one that has noise, if there is noise. For me, it feels better that way. And a lay-by that will always have many trucks and start to steal or try to steal. It's frustrating. So we keep going. There's just one vehicle in front of me. At least he's traveling. Do what they do with the network so that they don't, I don't know how it works, or they filter network or what. So just sitting, I'm left with 22 minutes of drive time. So from experience, always, this is when now I start to think, where should I park? Where will I sleep? So that I don't have to drive over time and have infringement. So I try to avoid infringement. So now that's when I start considering which lay-by to use. So this one lane in front is a big one, but the problem with it is it's not as safe as I would like it to be, because there are a lot of vehicles that park there, and some from here, some foreign and all that. So the problem with that is you may not know who's going to try to check your load, and then they cut the curtain just so that they see what's inside. So I always try to avoid that. Right? So I would need a lay-by that only occupies, let's say, 2 trucks, and then I sleep there, especially when I come to these regions. Yeah, that's the plan. So that's my plan right now. So we'll see. So what we can do. We're not so far anymore. We are almost Sleaford. Now we just die. We've done it. We've done it, guys. We've done it, because that was the plan, to get to Sleaford at least. That I would be left with only 2 hours of time to drive in the morning. And I will start around 20 past 5 or something, 5:30 driving. That's the idea. We'll see what happens. And that's the plan. And at least Sleaford is not too bad distance-wise. I should be there early. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for watching me drive at night and seeing to it that we are safe for us, me and you, wherever you are. We are very pleased to tell you that the idea was to get to Sleaford, which we managed. No hiccups, no problems on the road. So it's all thanks to you for being partners to this quest, actually, if I may put it that way. And we managed. So we are very happy. I am happy. Very happy myself for having accomplished that. So let's just see what happens now. I'm seeing my sit-nav is directing me via the spouting somewhere there. I don't know why. Maybe because there's diverted traffic. Okay, who's diverted now? Are we not going? Oh, the route is open. Why is this GPS showing me this? So, welcome to Sleaford. So we won't go into town But this is the main roundabout for Sleaford here. So that's why I'm saying welcome to Sleaford right now. So we are off. So the next place going is called Buxton. And then there's Skegness on the side. And then there's Kingsley, which is 45. Actually, we are actually going to Kingsley. That's straight. That's where we're going. So Sleaford town is on my right. So since I'm using a bypass, there's no way I can actually show you. I'm so sorry about that. I would have loved to show you. But since I'm on the bypass, I'm trying to just hit it off and go. And then tomorrow, this place is very bad when it comes to morning. Past 6, 7 there with the tractors. Sure, I'm telling you, it's bad, really bad. A lot of tractors go past this place all the time. And they travel, it's very 28, 30 miles an hour. And you think the whole queue behind you, maybe 10 kilometers queue behind the tractor. It's just crazy, but well, what's there to do? When you are caught up with it, you just caught up with it. So my drive time left for today is 17 minutes. I'll be parking, I think, in the next 10 minutes or so from here. And I also want to be left with 80 miles on the clock so that tomorrow it's just only 80 miles to go. And I can't thank you enough for ushering me the support that you've given me today, so that I can get to all these places with you. I'm very grateful and I feel honored. This is the beginning of the growth of our live streaming. I know each time we get new subscribers will come, and then the next time they add more. That is so important and precious. So I thank you so much. I salute. So I'm very grateful. So there is a parking here. Okay. One of the neighbors, I think this one I'll pass. There's another one in front. Not far from here, so I'll use that one. I'll use that one. And I see what happens. I try to avoid those parkings that is too big enough to carry many trucks. If that is the case, then it's a problem, because the chances are some will come and nick on the side to just say, check what's going on. But good evening. Guys, thank you so much for being on the live. So what happened is we're coming from Buxton, which is in Derbyshire, and then all the way to Sleaford. We moved. We really hit it off. So just ahead there's a parking area we need where to use. I think I like to park on that space. The parking is not to be. I think it occupies only 2 tracks, if I'm not mistaken. So it's good. You know that if it's not you, then there's only one other person, which is fine. I like it that way. So I'm left with 15 minutes of drive time. The correct time to be thinking of parking. So that's the idea. So there's a quarter-mile parking. Let's see where the quarter-mile parking is. I hope it's not the one that I don't like. I hope so, because the one I don't like is the parking that always is parking. You see this one I can't go in because it has a lot. Oh, I could have gone in actually. Because there's only 2 trucks. For some reason, it's only 2 trucks. One of my company and the other one. So we push a little bit. Let's see what's ahead. So now the first parking that I get now, I should rest. Time does not allow me to go further, much further now. And on these areas, they are always parking so that people can get to rest. So that's the good thing about it. So thank you for accompanying me. It's been really wonderful today that you were with me on this journey. That I did cover a lot of with you today, and beautiful scenes. I hope you enjoyed what you were seeing and everything that was going on. So I hope that that's the parking I'm looking for. There you go. I'm just alone. That's beautiful. So we arrived at the parking, right? So for today it's over. I've arrived where I'm supposed to sleep, and this is where I sleep basically. It's at night, and that's it for the night. So I thank each and every one of you that were okay. There was Emilia said hi. Okay, thank you very much, and we are so grateful. I'm so grateful that I had a company today, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for allowing me to host you tonight. So it's been a wonderful evening, but for everyone that joined and everyone that is, thank you very much.